A Detroit-based artist is having her work featured in a traveling exhibit honoring James Baldwin at the Charles H. Wright Museum in celebration of his 100th birthday. We're getting a first physical look. Joining us is Sabrina Nelson. Thank you very much for coming in, Sabrina.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for having me.
Well, we're so glad you're here. Let's talk about James Baldwin. I mean, essays, novels, plays, poems. Why is he so important? A civil rights activist as well. Tell us why you think he's so important.
I think he's important because of what he had to say as a prophet, as a leader, as an activist, as an artivist, and also as one who was embedded in the culture of humans, you know, not just for Black Americans, but all of us. You know, making it important for us to celebrate this person who never got any awards when he was alive.
And not one.
Not one.
Oh, I'm surprised. I just thought with his storied history, he would have picked up some kind of award along the way.
You would think so.
Yeah.
So we, like many other cities, are celebrating his 100 years by having this exhibition, Frontline Prophet, James Baldwin, curated by Ashara Ikandaro and Omomisha McGowan, and I as the artist.
All right, well, let's see some of your work. Why don't you hold that up towards the camera? This is a sketch. Tell us about the inspiration that you pull from to come up with stuff like this.
Well, this is a very long journey that I've had, and the inspiration is definitely the spirit of James Baldwin. Some of the things that he said then, you know, while he was alive are coming, you know, true now, like what we need to do to change. And so I wanted to baptize myself with my 7 years of doing sketchbooks of him, and then bring him back to life, because you ask a lot of people, especially young folks, who James Baldwin is, and they don't know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, have, you know, the younger generation, I mean, not forgotten, they never knew in the first place. So that's why an exhibition like this is super important.
It is. And we've embedded in it some augmented reality too, so that they can see his face, hear his voice when they come to the exhibit opening August 2nd on his 100th birthday at the Charles H. Wright. It'll be open to the public at 5:30. And then we have images that are celebrating his image to kind of bring him back to life, if you will. You know, and so this is a lithograph of James Baldwin, the Frontline Prophet, sitting on a couch in Paris, you know, with the cowrie shells representing, you know, the wealth and the monies of, you know, humans in terms of our intellect, what we meant, and his footprint that he had.
Incredible stuff you've done there. Now, this is a traveling exhibit. This stop in Detroit, is it the first? Is it the last? Where is it in this tour?
Well, it is the last. We are coming home. All three of us are from Detroit. Ashara, Omomisha, and myself. We were born here. I was born during the rebellion. It went first to Harlem, where he was born, then New Orleans, where his father was from, then Oakland, California, where he spoke at Castlemont, and then Chicago, and now Detroit. And then while it's up in Detroit, we also go to Paris.
Oh, I was going to say, are you going to get to France? Yes. Okay, so you're going to get to Paris as well.
We are going to get to Paris, and I'm very excited about that. And we're going to have it at the American University of Paris, where all of this started in 2016 for me. So it's full circle.
That is fantastic. Tell me about some of the feedback you've got from people who have seen the exhibit.
Well, I think most of them are really excited about the images that I'm showing, him in his moments of joy, but also his moments of being an activist and being kind of a person who advocates for children. You know, the conversation with Nikki Giovanni and him, and Nikki Giovanni was just here in Detroit. And so most of the response has been like, wow, that's really good, or, oh my God, I've never thought of him in those colors, or the way that you are giving your voice to his face. So it's been a very good response.
Yeah, and what do you think his lasting legacy is?
His lasting legacy is that we need to solve our problems together. We need to know that it's not us and them, it's all of us, and that we need to be on this journey to make and plant seeds for our future and put hope in the children that are coming after us.
Very wise. All right, Sabrina, once more, how long is the exhibit up, and where can people go see it?
They can go to the Charles H. Wright Museum. It opens on August the 2nd, starting at 5:30 to the public. It's free, and then it will last there until February 28th. And if you want to come to Paris with us, it opens on September 10th at AUP, American University of Paris.
I always recommend going to Paris.
Let's go.
Sabrina, thanks a lot for dropping by and telling us all about this. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.